Hi guys. I hope you're doing well today. This is Truth Seeker coming back at you with another video here at Truth Seeker Nation. Okay? Now, today guys, as you can see, we're still rocking our Made New shirt, okay? Because we are made new, okay? So, one of my favorite songs just came on. This reminds me of the Quicksilver scene when, in X-Men, he goes in there and this is playing while he's just, doing this Quicksilver thing, being speedy, being one speedy son bitch, okay? So, check it out here, guys. I came across something absolutely amazing today. And it's actually a very good declaration that I shared. It's on my Facebook if you guys hadn't checked it out yet already. And you know what? I really like the message. I really do. Because you know what, guys? Back with this vaccine, okay? So, you gotta ask yourself, right? Why have there been doctors that have come out and have been fear-mongered into losing their livelihoods because they want to control the masses and brainwash people and put people in this spot where they're so fearful that they feel like they have to get this shot. And again, guys, ask yourself, why has there been doctors that have come out with this data and voiced their concerns about about this vaccine, about what's going on here? And I really urge you guys to look into it. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take a little journey over here, right? And if you hadn't checked it out already, okay, it's called the Cape Byron Lighthouse Declaration, okay? That's the full shebang there of, and this is going to be shared. I'm almost wanting to put this at the description of this video, and I very well may do that, because it's one thing that needs to be shined on. The light needs to be shined on that, because it's got to pose that question, right? Got to ask yourself that question. Ask those hard questions. Why is there all these doctors that have been strong-armed, as I've, kind of demonstrated how these big companies like to do, and some of these, narcissistic individuals as well that want a strong arm, okay? Now, think about, why in the hell is the the government, I'd say, is a really general term, but I'm not even gonna mince words. I mean, the Masons, okay? I'm just gonna point it right out, because those guys are the controllers of the world, okay? I have to be blunt with you guys. Okay, there's a reason why I don't, it's not the American dollar. I mean, I personally don't call that. If you decide you want to continuously call it that, that's fine. But that Novus Ordo Seclorum is literally, that's some like currency of Lucifer's kingdom. That's some garbage. You don't want. I mean, think about what that money has been used for. Okay, how are you gonna have some? How are you gonna have on the back of some bill, "In God We Trust," and then to the left of it talking about some Novus Ordo Seclorum? That's another question that you gotta think about it, guys, because these motherfuckers that want to control the world, these Freemasons, they want to sit there and try to call Lucifer God. Okay, I'm just gonna be real with you again, and let me clarify: Lucifer and Samael are two different. They're not the same. Okay, a lot of people get those mixed up. It's not the same. Okay, so. And we have a lot of individuals here that are pretty pissed off that we're that we're revealing the shit that we're revealing. Hey guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and point you guys to this. Okay, let's get back on track here. The Cape Byron Lighthouse Declaration, guys, look into that. I'm gonna share it in this video. I'm gonna share it in the description because it's really good and it needs to be out there. Why is a vaccine being distributed amongst the population when there's doctors out here voicing their concerns, saying, hey, this is dangerous, this is not good, this is horrible, okay? There's a reason why doctors are saying this is the worst medical scandal in history, man. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, doctors that have previously had their certificates stripped away and then all of a sudden called crazy and conspiracy theorists just because they're bringing forth data and bringing forth their concerns, and these are extremely level-headed people. Okay, I don't know why there's like this vibe being casted over them, like, oh, you're crazy. I mean, dude, they're not. I mean, guys, you got to think about it. How does some of the controllers of this world, what is the best way for them to go about doing that? All right, it's psychological manipulation. It's the same thing what a narcissist, an individual will do. They want to try to put all this fear and get all this fear into you to make you submit and do what they want you to do. You know what I mean? Think about when all this vaccine, when this whole thing started, man. They were shaming everybody. It was almost like fucking high school playground. Don't want to smoke marijuana peer pressure type bullshit on a global scale. It was like, oh hey, if you don't want to get vaccinated, guess what? You're not doing your due diligence and you're doing this and that. But hey man, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I got a lot of questions about this. Why is there some people that have taken this, have had horrible experiences with it, okay? Why haven't those people been heard? Why haven't those people had a chance to come out and say, hey, I mean, what's going on with Jamie Foxx? I mean, why did he get sick? You know what I mean? Those are questions that you guys got to ask. You know what I mean? And even to this day, or even to this moment, there's a lot of pushback. People don't want to, I speak about, I speak about a lot of topics here that, a lot of people are scared to hear. I mean, it's just a sad reality of what is going on here, guys. And again, I spread this for a very good reason, you know what I mean? And that is for you to, go within and start looking in, not only just go within, but ask some of the questions that have been, that aren't asked a lot, or that you don't see people asking, or that you see people wanting to say, oh yeah, you're crazy just for asking a question. You know what I mean? It really aligns with that whole John D. Rockefeller quote of wanting a nation of workers and not thinkers, doesn't it? I mean, they just want you to blindly hurry up and get something without analyzing what's going on. Thank you, Spirit. It's almost kind of like with what a car salesman would do, like in those kind of vibes, you know what I mean? Where or like if you walk into a store and they try to sell you something, it's almost like it's painted as good and like, oh yeah, you gotta do this, so yeah, or if you walk out of the store and you got a badass new phone, hey man, you get this phone for free, but then not realizing that that's just you're gonna be paying a fucking $180+ fucking phone bill and shit. Alright? So hey, I'm just giving it guys to you on that kind of understandable scale of, of like, of course they're gonna paint it, of course, the media and everything is gonna paint it out to be, oh yeah, you're doing the good due diligence and being a true carer for global health. You know what I mean? And this is, think about what Bill Gates said. They were just gonna. They're gonna mess around. You know what I mean? But they care about global health. They care about global health. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. you know, One thing that I always say, and that's seek the truth. Okay, and here's the thing: the reason why I always tell you guys to seek and come to Father, is because when you delve and seek down these truths, a lot of it may be daunting and scary. Okay, that's not a lie. Okay, it is scary. You know what I'm saying? But when you have Father by your side, anything is possible. You can deal with these arrows that the enemy wants to shoot at you. You know what I mean? Because no weapon formed against thee shall prosper, which is basically all of your enemies can form any kind of weapons they want. And the key word in that statement is form, okay? It's almost like, going up to somebody and them, like some magical magician, being able to cast, okay, I want to kill you, I'm going to summon a sword, and they summon it, but then guess what? They'd be looking at you in the eye and not even be able to use that sword. Okay, so just think of it that way, but on a spiritual level. These ghouls and goblins that want to side with the devil and want to think that they're badass for having the devil backing them. Okay, they just want to sit there and they want to form as many weapons as possible. That's why these satanic ritual cults that disguise themselves as wanting to be pastors and everything else, they do this for a very specific reason. You know what I mean? It's because they want to drag as many people down with them as they possibly can. They have individuals doing things under their wing that are not aware of what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because they have been psychologically brainwashed. You know what I mean? And that's one of the enemy's strongest tools. Is a lot of people think that I mean, there's different ways to go about it, guys. You can sneak around and do stuff, or you can be go about it and be like a Hulk type of mentality and try to do it straight ahead and full force. But one of the most dangerous things is this, making the enemy making you do something and you're not even realizing, and they're controlling you the whole time and you're not even realizing it. You know what I mean? That's how strong and how deep this psychological manipulation goes, guys. And I'm just telling you guys that, that's why a lot of these individuals going around and pointing and laughing at people for wearing masks, or either pointing and laughing at people for getting vaccinated. We shouldn't be doing that, man. Because the controllers of this world, that's what they want to do. They want to instill people with fear, okay? Fear is a very powerful thing, man. And a lot of people don't realize that. That's why a lot of people went and got vaccinated, because they genuinely thought they was doing the right thing, okay? So that's why I'm a very big advocate of saying we shouldn't be making fun of people just because they doing something that we don't agree with. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are certain boundaries with certain things. But we should, at the end of the day, we should always be having an open ear and hearing everybody out. Because if you guys hadn't noticed, around 2020, that's when everybody started being pinned against one another. You had all this bullshit going around. You had flat Earth and these flat Earth wolves surrounding around. You had this fucking bullshit of QAnon and all this other conspiracy bullshit that the CIA created to literally direct attention from the Freemasons, because those are the guys that need to be had the fucking light shined on them, because they're the ones that are fucking peddling Lucifer's kingdom. Or okay, they want people to bow down. They want to they serve Lucifer, guys. I mean, some of these I'm talking about the very top guys, okay, the very top. You know what I mean? That people that you wouldn't think that have a lot of power actually do, okay? So that's all I'm saying, guys. Just keep an open mind, keep an open mind, because keep in mind that their whole mentality has this workers and not thinkers. You know what I mean? This is why we have to get that brain sparked, and this is why I love when Father uses me in the ways that He does, and me being able to get these messages out the way that I do, because it's a beautiful thing to have the Creator of all things backing you, and it's really, really warms my heart. You know what I mean? So I get on here and I expose certain things that need to be exposed, just like we've exposed certain individuals, and we're not done with that. But I wanted to make a quick, I wanted to, kind of share something else that I've seen today. I watched an hour long, very well very well informed and educated educational video. You know what I mean? Um, and it was good. I mean, and those two people in that video that I shared in my Facebook, those people have probably been labeled, conspiracy theorists and crazy and all this other kind of shit. But if you watch the video and you really put your thinking cap on, it really makes a lot of sense. And it's a big psychological manipulation on a mass global scale that these controllers of the world want to do. And these guys have their fucking grubby fingers in deeper than y'all realize, man. And that's why I say, also be aware of this food. You know what I mean? I shared that Yuka app for a reason. It's one of those things that it's gonna, if you choose to start eating healthy and being aware of some of the food that you're eating and what's in it, it'll really benefit you greatly. You know what I mean? Not only that, but it's gonna also help you be more, help you be more appreciative of Father's creation. Okay, because when you really dig deep into it, you'll see that Samael, he hates Father's creation. He doesn't want to do that. So. He doesn't want to be aligned with it in any way. It's the devil. Okay, he doesn't want. You know, the devil would himself would love nothing more for Father's creation to be eating some shit ass food. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point I'm getting across here. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things to think about. Again, you guys, you beautiful grasshoppers, you have free will. That's the whole thing here, and it's just all about presenting you with all the facts. Before um, individuals want to point at others and paint them in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would see the Masons would want nothing more for the good doctors that's coming out that have safety concerns about this vaccine that goes against their narrative. They want everybody to take the shot. That's why you got Bill Gates talking the way he done, the skittery explaining. You know what I mean, dude? This ain't like, guys. Those small things matter. You got to pick up on that stuff. People are nervous because they know good and well that people are waking up to what's going on, man. This is bullshit. And you know what? More people need to know about what's going on, and that's why. And even if you did get the vaccine, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's some videos that you can go and there's a doctor that tells you certain vitamins and certain I believe it's vitamins. There's certain things that you could take to detox yourself from that vaccine. If you had already got it, don't get any more of that booster shit. Don't get any more of that crap. And again, that's your choice. But I highly recommend, just holding off on that. If you're not sure, dig into it, do some research, ask some questions. You know what I mean? And then if you have, just go ahead and look up that, how to detox from that vaccine shot. Detox from that shit. You know what I mean? So they don't, don't man. Don't believe any of that mumbo jumbo they want to sit there and tell you, man. They want to sit there and try to paint you in a bad light and put fear in you and make you feel like shit for not getting the vaccine. But first of all, why is that being shoved down people's throats, man? Why you got motherfuckers over here losing their jobs over not getting some shot? I mean, that's gotta tell you something. I mean, they want to go ahead and say, oh, it's because it's you're not doing your due diligence to stop the spread of the vaccine or stop the spread of the COVID or whatever. But like, dude, no, man. Nah, man. Stuff ain't adding up. Okay. First of all, it's like First of all, it seems like you fucking get worse when you take the damn shot. So what the hell's going on? Why you got people that get forced to get it because they're scared, and then all of a sudden they had these devastating side effects where it's putting them in the hospital and they're getting covered up because they don't want people to know what's really going on with that shot, man. And again, just because you got it and you're good, don't mean that it's gonna be have some overtime shit going on, man. I mean, I'm telling you, just make sure you look into it and make sure you look into all the information that is available before you make the decision or before you continue. Okay, that's the whole point here, guys. Um, again, I love y'all. I share this in hopes that it's gonna spark your brain and it's gonna, you know, we're gonna be able to we're gonna take this world back, from these oppressors, man. And you know, wake up to this crap and let the they're not gonna sit there and get away with this. That's where you got peeps, in the high music industry. They're part of it too. I mean, look back at the Jeffrey Epstein situation, guys. Look at all the people that was in pictures with him. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I saw a picture of Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates together on his island, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys, from the truly bottom of my heart and from my spirit. If you could feel it and you can connect with me, okay? I sense some fucking negative ass demonic energy radiating off of just looking at that picture, okay? So just keep that in mind when you making judgments and use your discernment, man. Use your discernment, the spiritual realm is not just something people don't. It's a real thing, guys. Again, the unseen rules the scene. You could tell a lot from somebody just by sensing their energy and sensing those vibes around that you have that around that person. You know what I mean? And uh, it's really important that if we need to ask those hard questions and looking into this stuff. Putting the puzzle pieces together. You know. Um, uh, and this whole scandal that these guys got going on these days, man. I mean, um, they even got a code name of some of the evil shit that they like to do to children, man. And and if you really connected with me, I think you can know where I'm getting at with that. But I'm not gonna go ahead and say that word. But I think you can pretty lead up to what I'm talking about if you resonate with what I'm saying. Uh, it's horrible. We should be protecting our children, and these people go around and these I should say demons. Honestly, they go around and they want to do all this to our children, and it's not good, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. This good versus evil thing, guys. It's not. It's not. It's a real thing. And I just get the message out there to as many good souls that feel like they're lost to uh, come to that rallying cry, and come to that rallying voice of hey, start asking some of those questions. Hey, let's take our power back and don't let our abusers have any power over us. Don't uh, just because that we have the capability of showing so much love and compassion doesn't mean that we gotta or doesn't mean that we should have to take it lying down. Sometimes we have to put our foot down and say, hey, nah, man, call somebody out on their bullshit, man. That's why we've been on the train of exposing Bobby the bitch boy Walatis on here, man, because that animal abuse has got to be shined on. You know what I'm saying? And that's unacceptable. Um, we're not gonna be having that. We're not gonna be having that, man. So that's why I make little points like that. Any individual that's curious about me, you should know that I'm not. I love animals. But I also don't bite more than what I could chew when it comes to taking care of animals. If I know that I have the capability of only taking care of one animal right at this time, that's the choice that I made. It's not that just because You got too many people out here thinking that animals are toys and going out and buying fucking 10, 15 animals and shit, hoarding them in the house and saying, oh, I love animals, but then not taking full care of what you got yourself into. And like, these animals aren't toys, man. I mean, they need care and love, you know? Um, so it's a thing that just we should not be doing is abusing animals. You know what I'm saying? Um, we need to, and again, if you have the capability, if you have a huge farm and stuff, and you doing that, that's great. You're doing what you could do. But each individual has that responsibility of making that choice of when it comes to animals. You know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be the shepherds of animals, and a lot of times these individuals are not shepherds of animals. Okay, they're doing the same thing to their fellow man that they're doing to their little furry friends, man. They just projecting it on down the line. Oh, the only thing furry friends can't do is speak in the same manner that humans do out of their mouth. They just got a different language of communicating. So you just got to know how to communicate with them, right? And that's why there's just some people that just choose not to, man, because they don't care. They don't care. And the thing is that we need to get that voice out there to get more people to care and to see how much of a concern it is, man, and see what, as an example of people, what they do behind the scenes, because they want to sit there and they want to paint somebody else in a bad light and smear on their name. But then these same people that are wanting to smear somebody else's name, they over here covering their faces and shit when they're out in the back of my apartment trying to stalk me, because they know good and well what the fuck they did. And you know who I'm talking to. I know you know exactly who I'm talking to, Rachel. So just keep that in mind, man. I mean, why you gotta cover your face, Let the beautiful light shine on you, Let it shine. Let it shine. You're good. You got the same fucking mindset as DJ Academics. Oh, hey, there's no crime. There's no crime. We good, right? There's no crime. But then all of a sudden over here on the scramble fucking train, okay? Scramble train plus trying to hide their fucking faces and shit when they go out when they go out in public. So what's up with that, man? Okay, so why are you even hiding? You should be good, right? You didn't do anything wrong. You know what you did. That's why people don't just cover up their faces for no reason. Okay, I have no reason to cover. I didn't do anything. I have no reason to. I just stay inside. I just like to chill. We be over here listening to stuff. We jamming music. I go outside every now and then. You know what I mean? I'm not hiding. Nobody's hiding here. I'm just a person. I love to. Have my alone time. Some people are different. And there's people that just because that person is doing good, they want to smear somebody else's name. And they want to sit there and try to have all this power over somebody and thinking that, see now you didn't awoke something that you didn't even realize you were fucking with. So now it's a really extremely bad situation because now the light is being shined on you. But guess what? You're trying to hide from the light. What did I say earlier? I said I said it in my earlier videos, these cockroaches, they hide under rocks when the light is shined down on them. So then now they found out that all of that smearing of somebody's name has gone downhill now, and that shit ain't working because it's false. I didn't do the things that you're claiming I did. I didn't. You want to smear somebody's name. You want to sit there and lie on somebody's name. That's your choice. But you know what? We're going to come out and call you out on your fucking bullshit, okay? I don't care. You're jealous. That's fine. You could be jealous, homie, but like, we're just going to point out some cold hard truths, If you don't want to hear it, then and you don't want to if you don't want to hear it and you didn't want to be painted in that light, then you shouldn't have been fucking around with the stuff you didn't want to be painted in the light with. I mean, is that really hard is that a hard concept to understand? You and your boyfriend want to sit there and stalk somebody online constantly 24/7 for what? You know what I mean? Yeah, we just over here chilling. you want to sit there and follow somebody and try to ruin somebody's life, try to follow them around because you're fucking losers and you have nothing else better to do, and you want to be surround yourself in that demonic ass energy, that's fine. Ian, you continue doing your thing. If you want to fuck around and continue doing that, that's up to you. You made the choice. You can continue doing what you want to do if you want to be a part of this shit, okay? All of this bullshit that's going on, you want to continue smearing somebody's name, that's fine. But guess what? You know, it's kind of funny when these individuals want to sit there and block you, and when they're fucking cowards and want to sit there and make all these false accounts because they're cowards, okay? It's the same reason why motherfuckers want to cover themselves when they walk in public, because they know what they did. They're fucking they want to sit they're fucking pussies, and they want to hide behind this invisible computer wall where they know that, you know, they want to sit there and watch you behind the scenes, you know? It's the same reason why you got individuals like Bobby constantly asking me, "Are you sure they're not able to see when I see their profile?" Dude, you know what you're doing, man, because you're a stalker. That's why. Because you're paranoid that you don't want nobody, because you're doing that evil sus shit behind the scenes. And you want to sit there and gather a bunch of people coming up around. Well, that's fine. And see, now, all of these people that I'm name dropping, they're salty because now they try to come up against somebody and they try to get rid of somebody, okay? Straight up get rid of somebody. I'm as in permanently silence, okay? And now they have failed. And now I'm still talking, and it's not we're still talking, okay? And you wanting to fuck somebody over and try to sacrifice somebody over some fucking Novus Ordo Seclorum is not gonna fly, man. All these people that will sit there and want some kind of fucking, you know, inheritance, man, over some money. That's fine, but guess what? Now you done ran into a big snag because, you know, again, I will say very proudly, I don't care if you think you want to cringe all you want, but I say this from the bottom of my heart. And that individual, that good-hearted individual that can really resonate with what I'm saying, is going to have a big smile on their face when I say it, guaranteed. But I love saying that my soul belongs to Father, okay? And again, doesn't matter any kind of devilish shit you want to try to rise against me or try to perpetuate against me, it's not going to shut anybody up. You're not going to fear anybody into submission, okay? Just keep that in mind. We'll come on here every single day and continue speaking because you know good and well what you did. You know what you tried to do and failed, okay? So we're going to leave it there today, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I like to, you know, just spit truths at you. Again, here at Truth Seeker Nation, it may be a little hard to accept some truths, but just look into some of the things that I'm saying, okay? You know, it may come across as, oh, you know, this guy, you know, I mean, guys, think what you want, you know. See, these days, I'm going to point something out to you. A lot of times, you know, these people that have been psychologically manipulated like to point at you and say, oh, you're talking hate speech, when in reality, we're just pointing out the falsities that you are fucking trying to feed people, man. You're being so you're being so fucking disingenuous, man. Disingenuous and deceitful. Because you're not telling the truth. You're not doing your due diligence to tell the truth. You're telling lies straight and fresh right out of your ass, man. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you're fucking with when it comes to you trying to do all this magic bullshit. I mean, you don't even know. You know, just because you're in a cult and it's in this devilish ass cult and you thinking you got the devil behind you, dude, you're not a badass, okay? You're a loser, man. Don't continue making these, you know, really poor choices, man, because all the devil is doing is just wanting you to go down this really extremely horrible path and just flush your life down the toilet, man. So just keep that in mind, you know. Somebody else using you as a puppet, you know. I mean, don't make these poor choices. But again, you continue doing what you want to do, okay? But we will continue exposing the truth. So keep that in mind, guys, here at Truth Seeker Nation, okay? And know that here at Truth Seeker Nation, when I say that I love you, I truly love you. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Doesn't matter if I'm cursing or not, it's just words, you know? Sometimes people need to express themselves in the way they need to express themselves and stop being suppressed by this fucking system that's got everybody chained down. Let people express themselves how they want to be expressed. If they are choosing, if you choose not to be around somebody, that's a choice that you consciously make for a good decision. Each of us have the free will choices to do what we feel is best, you know? Obviously, it, I'm recommending you guys to seek Father because with him backing you, you're going to be able to make those really good positive choices and good choices that's going to really benefit you, not just here in the 3D and for your vessel, but in your soul as well and in your spirit, because that's what it's all about. It's not just about the physical. You think about yourself, it's a really spiritual world, guys. I mean, just keep that in mind. And you know, there's nothing wrong with, just chilling out, jamming music and playing video games and stuff and still serving Heavenly Father at the same time. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's different things each of us love to do, different things, different creative things. Guess what? You playing Minecraft, building cool shit, that's creative, okay? That's awesome. You expressing yourself in video games, building houses and Sims, that's creative, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. We should be expressing our creativity. That's one of the things also that this system wants to suppress in people is their creativity. You see situations like where Fallout London, that's some badass player-made Fallout content. All of a sudden they get fucked over by Bethesda because of some bullshit-ass next-gen patch that is worse than anything I've ever seen in my life, man. So, just keep that in mind, and keep that, so ask yourself certain things, man, when they're trying to suppress people's creativity, You got people wanting to point at you saying, oh, you're playing video games and all this and that. I'm thinking, like, leave people alone, man. Let them do what they want to do, And it doesn't matter, I tell you, I'd rather be playing StarCraft than fucking be over into some demonic ass cult and thinking I'm hard ass for having Samael backing me when he's not even really backing you. He's just giving you that illusion. He just wants you to run your life into the ground. So just continue, just keep it in mind, man. That's all I'm trying to, spark the brain, get that brain sparked. But, we're gonna end it here, guys. And, again, with this being said, as always, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Father loves you, okay? Alright? You beautiful souls, continue doing your thing on Instagram with your smiling and everything else because I love you so much, okay? And just, live your best life and do you, and make sure you're doing what makes you happy, man. And just keep in mind, man, don't screw nobody over, man. Don't screw over your fellow man. If you see the opportunity to help somebody because the system don't want you to help nobody, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, okay? And to all you Reiki healers out there, I truly do love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that love pours through your end of the screen right now, okay? You know who I'm talking to, okay? You know who I'm talking to, alright? So, I love you so much. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, okay? Stay vigilant of these wolves and don't let them bring you down, okay? You continue doing your wonderful, beautiful healing, okay? You continue doing what you are enjoying and embracing your creativity or video games or whatever you're doing that like really resonates with your soul, okay? So this is Truth Seeker. We're signing out for the day here at Truth Seeker Nation. I hope I sparked something within you or touched you. If you took the time to listen to this at the very end, I really truly appreciate your time. Okay, Father loves you. I love you. Always seek the ways of Yeshua. Okay, and continue just seeking that love within your heart. Spreading that love, and I wish you guys have a good day. All right, so. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out. It's Truth Seeker signing out, and you guys have a wonderful, Father blessed day. Okay. Bye bye.